great to be here on this beautiful Saturday night. I am Vince Supersoft, also your commentator for tonight. We are here for a Tasmen special. So the season is over, and this is a special race. It is a league, another league that we are partnered with. Pretty sure it's called Asia Pacific League, and we're about to get head. So it's going to be 10 of their best drivers and 10 of Tasman's best drivers head to head in a fun battle and a good race tonight. So we are at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. We should be in for a pretty hectic race. We have a track length of 4.6 kilometers. This track was first built in 1992. And the record holder for that lap, I'm pretty sure it was set this year, but it has not been updated. But it was a 118.4. We should have a race distance of around about 152 kilometers, and then our lap should be about, I think it's 36 or 34 from memory. But just waiting on a couple more drivers. I think we're waiting on 1 or 2 more drivers to join up. But as we're going, we will have a look at the team list at the moment. So in the Mercedes, we have Armory and BJ 4 to 15. In Scuderia Ferrari, we have the Terminator 3 and SGC Charles Leclerc, taking after Charles Leclerc there. We have Arazarul in the Aston Martin Racing Red Bull, along with I'm sorry, but the driver too there that's up on your screen, I cannot pronounce that name, do apologise, but that is our Red Bull. And McLaren is Flourish Expire and Toto 22. In Renault we have Miller Gaines and OSRL Bonda. In the Scuderia AlphaTauri Honda, we have L Cornwall and G Flash. In BTW Racing Point, we have T-Mac Attack and Matt Stig. In the Alfa Romeo, we have Urban Cypher and OSRL_Shack. In the Haas, we have no one so far. And then in the Williams, we have Kellong 0407. And we'll get the stream up just so we can have a look at these comments. Do welcome you, and we are about to get ready and racing. So we have full qualifying, so Q1, Q2, Q3, and then a 50% race, and we're pretty keen for that. So we'll have a look at that when it gets going. So, while we are waiting, I have not seen too many of these drivers. I've seen a lot of these Aussie drivers. I know a lot of these blokes since raced with all of these blokes, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a rule. I've raced with him before, or with them before. They're a pretty good driver, so I'm not going to make any predictions yet until we get into, say, Q2, Q3. We'll have a look at, those top 10, top 15 drivers and see who's possibly not in the best place and who's starting really good. So there are a couple of strategies. I'm pretty sure it's soft medium. The hards are absolutely shocking around this track, like most tracks. So we'll just have a quick look. Right, while we wait, we're just waiting for these other drivers to ready up, and we're waiting on 1 or more 2 drivers. But while we wait, let's talk about something. F1 in Australia was cancelled earlier on this week, due to the quarantine and the COVID crisis currently happening in Australia. It's very unfortunate. It was going to be my first Grand Prix that I've ever gone to. I was really looking forward to that, and yeah, that was a bit devastating. I know Danny Rick wasn't too happy about that. We saw his video posted around social media, but it is all good. We're back to racing this not this weekend, but next weekend. We're at Silverstone, the British Grand Prix. It's going to be absolutely epic. Going to have a new sprint qualifying, whatnot. But it looks like we are readying up and getting into this session, so that's going to be pretty good. But yeah, sprint qualifying is going to be really interesting because it's not something that we've seen before. I think we may have seen it in F2 or F3. I'm unsure, but it will be interesting to see how the drivers like it and how the tyres handle. Because last time we were at Silverstone, both the 70th Grand Prix race and the British Grand Prix race was very interesting. They were both very interesting races. Safety cars galore, cars finishing the race with 3 tyres, 4 tyres, 1 tyre. Those Pirelli tyres are something to struggle about. I wonder if we'll see any punctures here tonight. Hope not. Hopefully for some clear weather, some good weather, and a nice, great track. If not, wet racing. It's going to be a difficult one. So, welcome to our 10 viewers. It looks like we have blue skies in the over the beautiful Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So, we have our 20 drivers, and we will get our track map up. We will get everything up and going. The support crew has arrived. Dirty Orange, welcome to the chat, buddy. Let's get into it. Let's support these boys all around, and we will get into it 100%, mate. So we have our fitted. We don't need that. We probably need that though. So that is what we have. No one has come out of the pits as of yet. Haven't heard any cars warming up, but they are putting their setups on, adjusting, and just talking to their teammates. So we are pretty keen for the fight. We've seen our first car come out on track. There's a couple of cars coming out on track actually. Yep, so the first car out on track is RSRL Shack, and then followed by, I think it is G-Flash, and then followed by Urban Cypher in the other Alfa Romeo it is. So we have 3 cars out on track, the 2 Alfa Romeos and the AlphaTauri. So G-Flash is starting on he's doing an outlap on the mediums by the looks of it. We'll double check that. He is doing an outlap on the mediums. Okay, so G-Flash is looking to do an alternate strategy. Radio. We'll see what all these other boys do. So Urban Cypher, RSRL Shack, and G-Flash are all on outlaps. And we have a Red Bull and a Renault out. I'm assuming that is Miller Gaines. And then we have Arang Karam Tom. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I butchered that, I do sincerely apologise. It's been a long time coming for me since being back in the box. It's been a week or two. I've had some injuries and whatnot and haven't been able to do some commentary. But we're right on board with RSRL Shack, as he will be the first one to set a time lapse. So we have a look at his military, and he's gone purple in sector 1, but that is pretty standard. He's looking alright so far. Well, actually, we'll get the lap data up, we'll get everything up here. Alright, there we go. So 32 seconds into the first sector, probably in 18 seconds, I'm pretty sure that's where you go. This curb, turn 8. Oh, one of the deadliest curbs in this game, and then this turn right here, turn 9. So scary, such a sketchy corner, but you love to send it. And then this turn 10, we were no longer see that turn in 2021, as they have changed the track layout, and you go around that red sign in the middle there. But as Jack comes through the final few corners, it comes around the last turn, and he will cross the line for a 1:15.556. Have a good call, bro. Thank you to Stand Easy. Appreciate the love. Should be an awesome night. Pretty keen to get into it. Let's have a look. So there are 16 turns on this track. Right, Urban Cypher went P2 with a 1:15.995. G-Flash went a 1:16.271. He's on the mediums. I think the next car out was the seems a little bit, a bit of a tangle there, but this was the next car, and then it's Miller Games is the next car to cross the line. So the Red Bull goes P2 with a 1:15.812, and then we'll see where Miller Games is. Miller Games went pole for the current time being of a 1:15.553, beating Arthur Shack by 3/10 of a second. That is brutal. And it looks like we have a, what's this, all up here. A bit of flubber. 8 times on the board. Ken Long goes P3. Just driving getting out of the way. Nice and that. There's a yellow flag galore at the moment. Drivers moving out of the way. A lot of people out on track. So, VJ's on an invalidated lap. Rulson's on a lap, but it seems like this isn't going to be the... Oh, maybe not. They're going to go up to P1. Alright, so Rules has taken P1 with a 1:15.297. We have 11 times on the board with T-Mac with a 1:18.337. Don't think that's his best time. I reckon he can improve a lot quicker than that. So we have 12 times on the board, and our fastest time is a 1:15.297, and our slowest time so far is a 1:18.175. I reckon that will be changed pretty quickly. Have a look. So, who is on a lap? The Stig is look like he is having some troubles with his internet. It was on a, that is not where you're meant to go there, BJ. Looks like his back end just snapped. And he went off. Right on board with El Cornwall, or as he invalidates over the curb of turn 9, or turn 8, sorry. SCG Charles Leclerc. Quite well within sector 2 now, coming into the final sector, the twisty turny part of this track. It's a lovely, beautiful part of this track, and there's someone who's very wide there. Heading into the final corners now, turn 15, down to turn 16. They're absolutely hooting. They'll cross the line for a 1:15.987 to put them into peak 7. Let's see. Can he do it? Can El Cornwall get into the top 10? Can that happen? Let's right on board with him. We'll go broadcast camera. Well, let's see how he goes. He's absolutely flooring it. He's done so well into the first sector, but he had the yellow flags up ahead. All good, they cleared out of the way. He did 21.8 in the first sector. Not too bad. We have 16 times on the board, and waiting for 4 more drivers to set some times. He's coming down into turn 7, up into turn 8. Beautiful turn 8. He does that really well. Doesn't invalidate where he invalidated last time. And he's coming around up into turn turn 9, DRS wide open, ERS is in the charge. This is heavy braking zone, turn 10. Nice and easy on the throttles, coming around that turn. And up the uphill chicane, very awkward uphill chicane that is. Sets the balance of the car a little bit off. But he comes around the final corners, turn 14, turn 15, and around turn 16 he comes. He'll cross the line for, I'm assuming, say a 118.9. Alright, so El Cornwall is not in the top 10, he's P18. So we have two drivers who've not set a time, that is the Stig and 1U Max. Our current pole setter is still Azarul underscore 96 for the 115.297. So the Stig has finally come out of the pits. Finally got their interconnection issues underway. They'll be out for an lap. Warm-up lap obviously says dirty orange. Yeah, it could be. It doesn't seem like he's improving now. He does seem to be on an in-lap, so he'll be refueling, recharging, then head back out. Hopefully he has some clean air, or he gets a tow off his teammate maybe. That will help him get into the top 10. As we see, Urban Cypher just ahead of him is on a out. No, he's on a. I think he's on an out lap, or he could be possibly on a lap. Let's have a look. He is really smooth with his controls. He is on an in lap. So he is P2 with a 1:15.449. And Terrell Shack, who took the top of the charts, is in P5 with a 1:15.56. Will we see anyone reach into those 1:14s, I wonder? Could possibly happen. Could possibly happen. Oh, and that is a invalidated lap from Terrell Shack. So we do have a couple of those boys in here. I think there's two of them, Terrell Bodder and Terrell Shack. Obviously representing one of their leagues they're in. But the Stig has set the fastest first sector. It's doing quite well now. Heading into I'm pretty sure that's turn 5. No, it's turn 6. He's heading around turn 7 up into turn 8 now. Yep. So around turn 9, beautifully stays in within the white lines, down to the about 75-meter board. So heavy on the brakes around turn 10, turn 11 to turn 12. Around turn 13, turn 14. Turn 14, 15 is one of my favourites. I wish they got rid of those and it was just turn this track into, I think it would be like 13. But the Stig will go P10 with a 1:16.018. So we have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this session, and that is a voice crack and a half. And 1U Max 1 is on an out lap. He's the only car not to set a lap. We'll see. We will lose 5 drivers from this 20, and at the moment those are 1U Max, El Cornwall, Team Mac Attack, Toto, Carnell, Flourish Expire. These boys are in the danger zone. Hopefully they can get out. They should be fine and dandy. We'll see how they go. So we'll ride on board with 1U Max, as they are the only driver not to set a lap. We'll see how they fare among the pack. They are in the Williams, and if you're an F1 watcher, you're used to seeing Williams at the back, unless you're a George Russell fan. Then you're used to seeing him up in the mid-pack, round about where the Stig and G-Flashes. He was unlucky. He was racing Fernando last week at Austria and just couldn't hold on. Fernando was a lot faster than him. But onwards and upwards, as they say. So hopefully One Max can do the Williams Racing name proud. Get up there into a 21.04 in the first sector. As there are a lot of cars. Oh, a little bit of a lock up into turn 6, around turn 7, up into turn 8. And they have invalidated. Oh no, that is unfortunate. So they should be. Yeah, I think they've stopped using the battery. No, they have not. Don't think they've noticed. They've yeah, now they have. Alright, so we'll see if One Max does a recharge and sends it back out. Could possibly come back into the pits and get another air lap. Put on some fresh tyres and try to get out. And I think, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. So, from what I know, how this one's going to win, obviously you're going to have your podium sitters and whatnot, but because this is a league versus league race, obviously the point of this race is A, to have fun, but you know, which drivers have the better league and which drivers are going to get, you know, take it on top. And it looks like we have had two. Arthur Olshak has retired. That is understandable. But we want to see, like, you know, what league is the best league. So, it will be determined, and I think there is a lobby reset. Or my internet had just cut out. Because, like, everyone is all of a sudden leaving the game. So, Arthur Olshak. Daddy Orange, if you're still in the chat, can you please let me know if I'm still all good? I'm unsure. El Cornwall is still on a lap. He was letting Flourish Expire pass. Flourish Expire has moved up into the top. He is sitting P16. He needs to improve. He needs to get a hell of a move on to get out of that bottom 5. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining, and only one driver not to set a lap. Ooh, Ultra wasn't. Hey, Boz, you through to Q2. I wouldn't be complaining about that, mate. Yeah, in good position there. And we're just waiting to see if Flourish Expire or even who is it? El Cornwall or One U Max can get out of the bottom 2, well, bottom 5. Only one driver on meds, and that is G-Flash. Currently sitting P12 and doing as much laps as possible. And they're doing alright. As One Max comes to the line. Alright, they're on a flying lap officially now. So we'll see how they are going. We'll have a look. El Cornwall's into the pits. El Cornwall will not make it out in time. So El Cornwall will be in the bottom. He'll be knocked out in Q1, which is unfortunate. Drivers who will also be knocked out are most likely T-Mac, Toto, Zul, and possibly, no, it could be possibly Amory. It depends on what this driver right here does. One Max, if they can do anything about their position at the moment, they could possibly put Amory into the danger zone. Flourish Expire had made it out of the danger zone, moving up into P13. He did quite well to get out of the danger zone there. So in our top 10 we have a couple of drivers, a couple of Tasman and a couple of Asia Pacific drivers in there. So it's looking alright, fairly match between everyone. And one new match, could not change anything about that, so he will be knocked out. So we will lose Zarul Carnal, Toto, one new match, T-Mac Tack, and El Cornwall. Come on, King Boz, you got this, says Dirty Orange. Yeah, also Boz, he's up there in P4, sitting behind Urban Cypher and RSL Shaq, and then Zarul. We also got a couple of those boys. It should be working together, you know, and maybe it's the league versus league, you want to work together. So if you got faster tyres than the person ahead of you, don't hold them back, let them go. Let them be quick as sticks. Quick as sticks. Actually, I don't know what we're waiting for actually. So everyone has finished, is it? There we go. Alright, so that is our top 15, our top 14, and then our 5 drivers we lost. You can see on our screen. Unfortunate for them, but they have the chance to make it up in the race. So now on to Q2. So the fastest time you set in Q2 on a certain tyre, so if your fastest time is on the mediums, you'll start the race on the mediums. If your fastest time is on the soft, you will start your race on the soft, unless you are outside the top 10, because then you have the free tyre choice of starting on soft, medium, or hard. Just waiting for the boys to come out, select their tyres. Alright, we will get full track mat. We have detail fitted tyre. There we go. So, G-Flash is the first car out on track. How many of each league are left? Alrighty, so have a quickie looky here. Get up. Where is it? So we had 10 drivers from each, right? That was what it is. 10 drivers versus 10 drivers. So we lost 4 of Tasman in the bottom 5 there. We have, so they lost 4 Tasman lost 4 drivers there, and then one new one was also a driver. So I'm pretty sure Asia Pacific have 9 left, and Tasman have 6 left. And to confirm that, we have G-Flash, Orthorol Shack, The Stig, Flourish Expire, BJ, no, so BJ is not, oh sorry, not Tasman. So then Urban Cypher, Milligains and Bozza. So I think Tasman had more than what was meant to happen. Let's get it, lads. From Luke Cornwall himself, the man, the myth, the absolute legend. And that is a nice skid mark out of the Mercedes pit car, as you can see it on screen. real big. And we'll have a look. Who is our first? Where is our drivers? Aruzel. We'll have a look at how Aruzel is going. So 12 minutes left, and a lot of these boys are on the mediums. We only have four people on the soft. That is Yads in P15, Arthur Buzzer in P12, the Stig and Flourish Expire, and then Amory, so 5. Aruzel goes pole for the time being of a 1 to 16.132. And the next artist across the line will be Bodge. Milligames. Milligames is... It was the other Red Bull. The other Red Bull is the 116.153. So only a couple of tenths between the two Red Bull teammates there. Only a couple of tenths. That is quite nice. What is that? 2 tenths between the two teammates. And then Amory goes fastest with a 116.039. And then the Ferrari of Leclerc goes at 115.857. Seems like Arthur Shack is having some troubles with his Wi-Fi as well, but he's back in and doing fine and dandy. We'll have a look. Who is that? That is a Renault. It's on an invalidated lap. The next car on the lap is Arthur Shack. Alright, so we'll run on board with Arthur Shack. See where he fares among the pack. He's on the medium compound tyre. I'm pretty sure at Spain the medium is the C3. It's the medium set in the Pirelli range. It's C2, C3 and C4 are the tyres. Arthur Shack is starting an out lap. It's on a hot lap, sorry, it's just starting a hot lap now. As we see BJ go P3 with a 116.076. Again, not a lot between those two teammates. So we still have, we do the other Ferrari driver. What can they do? Can they get anywhere near their teammate who's currently up there? And drivers are just... As the rule goes pole with a 115.817. Arthur Shack goes pole with a 115.309. Nice lap from him on the bench. So we only have 7 times on the board. We still need to see 8 more times come out of this. Oh, now we have 8. Sorry, now we have 8. Milligames went P7 with a 116.244. Yellow flag in sector 1 and sector just in sector 1. It is just a car letting another car past. We'll just have a look at G flashes. I'm going to take a quick drink break. Alright, as G-Flash comes back around the final corner, it will go P3 with a 1, what is that? That is a 115.8. Ballistic Bonanza. Unfortunately missed out, but that's alright, mate. Hopefully in the next game there will be more special events like this, or maybe there'll be another league where they can bring up. It will be interesting to see. Go Team TRL, Tasmen Racing League, yes, 100% Team TRL. I haven't heard too much about this Asia Pacific League, but some of their drivers look pretty quick. This guy right here, Azarul, sitting in P2 with some pretty fast blokes. If I do a little bit biased myself, but yeah, they are. It's gonna be a good race. It's gonna be a good race, and I think it's gonna be the Alfa Romeos versus the Red Bulls instead of the Mercedes versus the Red Bulls. Because the Mercedes are there, but they're looking more like a midfield team at the moment than they are a top at the P1 and 2 team. So, Ultra Shark has retired with 5 minutes remaining. And the people who are in the bottom 4 are Ultra Bozza, Flourish Expire, The Stig, Ken Long, and Thermo Nader, and then Raids. So, we'll have a look at where. Alright, so the Stig is starting a lap. You are not on a lap, you're on an in-lap, I'm assuming. A little bit of a car park here and there, a little bit of a car park. Let's hope we don't have any of that in Q3. Saw that this year. The Ferraris, the Alpines, the whole lot of them. I think there was about 15 cars all in turn 15 and turn 14 and 15, just sitting there. Like, all going like 10 kilometers. They were not going very far. So, RSL Boz is starting a lap, the Stig is starting a lap. Can these boys get out, and can they knock some more of the Asia Pacific guys out of the league and make it a TRL top 5, you know? Can, from P1 to P8 or be TRL, or will it be, no, the Stig is aborting his lap and coming into the pits. What will OFL Bother do? Bother has some pretty clean air on track. There's only one driver ahead of him, but that should be fine. I'm pretty sure that driver is, yeah, that man, Flourish Fire. So, Boz is at the fastest middle sector of anyone. He's doing fine and dandy right now. He comes around turn 14, turn 15, over the curbs. The best thing you want to do. Around turn 16. Beautiful shot. And across the line, he will go P4 with a 1:15.628. Nice that from him. So the Stig needs to get out sooner rather than later. We'll come back in just a moment and we'll have a look at what's going on. There's a yellow flag in sector, and it's Boz going a bit slow. Is anyone on a lap? Have a look at what the Mercedes is doing. Right on board for them in just a moment. This Mercedes driver is partnered with BJ215. They were doing alright. They've just dropped out of the top 10, but they should make that up quite easily as they start their lap now. And we are back. Here, riding on board with Amory. And they're coming to sector 2 as they're setting their final lap. What's Flash doing? I have no idea what Flash is doing. Because Flash is on... Flash is on the softs. Well, Flash used his mediums in Q1. So maybe he's doing the soft strategy. We'll see. But in the bottom 5 at the moment, there's only one TRL driver, and that is the Stick. He's warming his tyres up, doing the professional thing, the whole sim rig thing, side by side, warm his tyres up, and then floor it out of turn 16. And he goes down the main straight. He is hitting up the speeds of what's his speed there? 230, 330. Sorry, absolute gun of a son. 330 kilometers. That is what real speed feels like. Amory has retired, so they will not make it. Oh, they have crashed, actually. Who's that? Amory has crashed out at the side of the end of just before turn 10 at turn 9. So Amory will not make it into Q3. Who will be the other ones? So the Stig is coming around the final couple corners now. Up into turn. So this is turn 13, turn 14, turn 15, turn 16. Currently sitting at 110, 111. It's around turn 16, turn 15. He will go P12. The Stig will not make it, unfortunately. Can this guy do anything? He cannot. His team's gone off into the dust. So we will lose Kellogg, Raids, Tom Nato, the Stig, and Amory as Amory crashed out. So our top 10 will be Kang Tom, BJ, SCG, Leclerc, J-Flash as a rule, Bozza, Flourish Expire, Miller Games, Urban Cypher, and Arthur Shack. That is our top 10 going into Q3. These boys will battle out for pole position, and I reckon it will be a big battle between Arthur Shack, Urban Cypher, and Arthur Buzz. Those boys will have an absolutely hectic battle. It'll be very close between all four of those boys. And we are just waiting for everyone to retire and get their stuff going in, and there we go. So we lost Amory, the Stig, Tom Nato, and the Rays, and then Ken Long. So now on to Q3. Going to be hectic, awesome Q2. Terrell, up the boys, yeah, the boys. Oh, and we will have a look at that. Oh, it is. The any rugby NRL fans? Oh, not too bad. The Sydney Roosters versus the Canterbury Bulldogs. Roosters are currently leading 16-10. Alright, going alright. 6-4 in Q3. There we go. So there are 6 Tasmen Racing League drivers into Q3 and 4 Asia Pacific drivers in Q3. But a couple of those drivers could put up a handful of a fight. You never know what is going to happen. God damn. Right. So, we have 11 minutes, 12 minutes in Q3, but most of these drivers won't come out till up. Okay, I say that, and then a driver comes out. Like, just ruin it for me, buddy. Just ruin it for me, right, don't you? We'll have a look. So, everyone will be on the soft. You'd be silly not to be on the soft. And it is Arthur Shack and Arthur Buzzer. The 2 Arthur boys out on track. Those boys doing quite well there. They will twiddle twaddle, and it looks like everyone's coming out of the pits except 2 people. Starship Spire and the Ferrari driver. I'm sorry, I just could not pronounce that name. It just slipped from my mind. SGC Leclerc. Could not make it out in time. And we will have a look as... Oh, no. Who was the first car out? It was G-Flash, was it not? No, it was Arthur Shack. Alright. So Arthur Shack will be the first car out on track, and the first one to set a time lap unless he invalidates. But he should not invalidate, and my controller hit something shouldn't have. There's a yellow flag, just a car going wide, avoiding him. Coming around into Dexter. Oh, a 20.99. Nearly a 21 flat. Going quite well. So he'll be coming around up into sector. Entering sector 3 in just a moment. Heading downhill to turn towards turn 10. What is it? Turn 10 and turn 5, the heaviest braking zones on the track. And then maybe turn 14 and turn 15. But I think turn 10 and turn 5 are the heaviest braking zone on the track. But he will come across the line to set. Urban Seifert, sorry, was the first car. I could not see Urban in front of him. But Urban set a 1:15.211, and then Arthur Shack set a 1:15.012, and then Arthur Buzzer set a 1:15.209, and then Arundel set a 1:15.225. No gains, a 1:15.492. And the next card across the line will be BJ. Nope, it will be the Ferrari. For the Ferrari. Yeah, Italian-based team will be any of the soccer fans or football fans in the chat. England versus Italy on Monday or Sunday. Pretty keen for Italy to take it home, because I just don't want England to win. Skidall Peak, thanks for the support, bud. They are doing phenomenally well at the moment. Arthur Shack is currently sitting on pole, followed by one of their drivers of SGC Leclerc. And then Arthur Buzz is sitting in P3. Urban Cypher P4, and then it is a bit split up. You know, there's a couple of their drivers, a couple of our drivers. You know, they can be split out evenly amongst this top 10. kind of thing here, but I reckon Arundel and Leclerc give them up a good fight. But everyone should be coming back into the pits. I feel like Flourish Fire and BJ will be coming out to set a lap in a moment, and then Flourish probably won't do until maybe the end, maybe 5-minute mark, come out and get that last lap going. So we will see who's coming now. Arul is on a lap. No. G5's on a lap. No. You're on a lap. Yes. I rang a Grand Tom is on the lap. Righty. So, heading into... no, not heading to Q3. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Looking at 2 different times here. Yeah, those times are pretty close. They're all in the 1:15s. It is pretty intense. All of them. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 drivers all in the 1:15.2s. All within a couple of tenths between each other. That is going to be insane. Yeah, those times are pretty insane, and then ballistic. So I don't know who I want to win to win the Euros. England won't. It is blurred out, so I can't see what that is. Won't win it for about another 55 years. And then I dislike Italy for the Toto dive in 2006 against us in the World Cup. Yeah, see, I just want to see all those salty England supporters. That's the only reason I want Italy to win, to see the salty England supporters. You know, singing it, coming home and coming home. Like, oh mate, it's never coming home, it was never coming home. It would be absolutely amazing to see. But, so who's on a lap? It's hard to see who's on the lap and who's not on the lap because they've already set laps. But Urban Cyphers just went pole with a 1. Hey, he got into the 114. Nice. 114.915. And then a 114.946 for Arthur Buzz. Can Arthur Shack do anything about that? Can he go a bit quicker? Oh, he got really there. He goes P3, he does get into the 114, he goes P1 actually, with a 114.739. Beautiful lap by him, beautiful lap. Or can other rule do anything about that? Or can this man do anything about that? What about G-Flush, BJ, Milligan, Flourish? All these boys have the potential to be on pole. They just need to dig down and dig deep and down, and they can find it. Also, just this is a helpful hint, hashtag not sponsored, but a zinger box will always make you go faster. That is 100% facts. Have a zinger box before you race, you will 100% go faster. Telling you that now. The Tasmen Racing League trophy coming home. It 100% is. The Tasmen League, I did say I wouldn't put my predictions, but I don't think it will be a total clean slate on the podium of RSL drivers. I reckon we will see rather SGC, Leclerc or Azarul up on there. But I reckon the boys that are currently in the top 3, one of them will win it. But Tasman is most definitely bringing that trophy home. Exactly, Ballistic would have won, had 2 zinger boxes, even 2 zinger boxes. Woo. Mate. So we are just waiting. Who's gonna set the fast time? It looks pretty good at the moment. RSL Shaq and Urban Cypher and RSL Podza. These boys are looking pretty good up top. But those 4 boys those 3 boys in the middle, who are all Asia Pacific boys, are looking really strong. We'll run on board with Azarul as they go for their, I'm pretty sure their final lap of the night. Come on. Come on, Picasso. 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 I totally... yeah, Picasso. Come on, Picasso. I'm pretty sure you're referencing to this man right here, Flourish Expire. I'm pretty sure his nickname is Picasso. Please let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Picasso. It's Flourish Expire. He got this in the bag. And we'll see. Oh, will these boys make it? These boys are in the final sector. RSL Shaq may not make it to the line. Unfortunately, he will not. That flag is down. But I think maybe he made it. Look, no, he crossed the line to Urban Cypher. What can he do? Can he take the pole position away from RSL Shaq? Or is it Shaq? He's doing alright. He's doing alright. He's coming into turn 8 now. Up into coming up to turn 9. Come on, Urban. Come on, Legend. Oh no! He's too eager on the throttle and he crashes! Oh! That is a disappointment for Urban Cypher. He was looking really well and he was just too eager on the throttle and did not lift. Oh, that is a shame. But so Big Flash takes P2. Well, so it will be a top. The front 2 grids, the front 2 rows of the grids will be locked out by RSL boys. By Tasmen Racing League though. RSL Shaq on pole, followed by G Flash, Urban Cypher and P3, and RSL Bodza. And then it will be the 4, the other 4 Asia Pacific boys, and then Milligains and Flourish Inspire. So, our top 10. Our top 10. I know, that was so unfortunate for Urban Cypher. He was looking really well, he's looking really strong. And then unfortunately he binned it, and it's just unfortunate. Boys are doing a phenomenal job. So congratulations to our top 10 and the top 4, who are the Tasman boys. So the top 5. BJ went P. I'm pretty sure BJ is part of BJ is part of the Asia Pacific. So our top 3. So RSL Shaq got pole, J Flash, Urban, and Bod sitting pretty there, and then Milligains and Forest, they can put the pressure on behind, letting those boys up top push away. Be really good. Big strategic. Yeah, harassed, got bleached. Got benched. Yeah, he did. He got benched. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But, alright, we're heading into the race. It is going to be a cracker. Let's get out. We are moments away from lights out. Alright, we are waiting, but who's ready? Let's get ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Tasman special Saturday night event against Asia Pacific. It is going to be a hell of a race. We've got 30, I think it's 36 or 33 laps coming right up around this beautiful Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Circuit is a 4.6 kilometer track with 16 turns, 3 sectors, 2 DRS zones, and 2 DRS detection points, and a top speed of around about 136. But we have 4 lights, 3 lights, 5 red lights, and it is a formation lap. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize there was a formation lap. I'm used to Tasman not having formation laps, so I was ready to get lights out. But it looked like it, so it's going to be a formation lap. Because these boys aren't racing. Alright, sorry, I'm used to having everything as a, like, bam, bam, let's get into it race. But no, it is going to be formation lap. And I don't know, all aboard the fail whale. What? So we are in formation lap, and we saw our pit stop strategy. I did miss it, unfortunately. But I think it's lap 8 for soft, and then lap 15 or lap 14 for mediums. And and that's a good idea. Get everything up. Who's on what? It won't tell us. I know. Detail. Tire. So we have 3 people on soft, but everyone else on mediums. So G5 can really put the pressure on BJ for the first couple of laps, hoping to open up that gap, get past him and really put the gun in it. And all these other boys, it's all going to be about finding your gaps, finding your pace, finding your battles. So it will be good to see, and we'll have our interval, we'll have our full track map up, and we are going to ride on board with Forever Shack. We're waiting for the rest of that grid. Alright, so we're just waiting on El Cornwall to pull up into his grid spot in that Scuderia Alpha Tauri, or Alpha Tauri. One of my favourite cars on the track. Yeah, not like the auto start we have, but we do have, we'll sit on board with Forever Shack. 4, 3, 5 red lights, and away we go. Here we go. Forever Shack gets to get into okay start, but he gets a better start than BJ. BJ does not get the best start. G5 gets a great start. So does Urban Cypher. This is looking beautiful as we look at that camera shot. Down into turn 1 they go. Beautifully nice and well done. No one's in the gravel, no one's into the dust. Oh, it's Earl Shack. Oh, that's a bit of collision. Who has dropped there? People's dropping. Oh, there's a 5-second. Oh, safety car, safety car. Holy moly. Kellogg is out, but there's some big damage at the back there. Was that a rule? No, a rule was going quite well. The Stig's got a 5-second time penalty. Oh, there's damage galore. Who doesn't have a front wing? The Hasses don't have a front wing. Ferraris don't have a front wing. That was intense, but penalties galore as well. Holy moly. Let's have a look. penalties. 10-second penalties for the Stig, 5-second penalty for Toto, and 5 seconds for Leclerc. So yeah, that was a big crash. That was huge. So we'll also see those boys who got damaged and whatnot pit. And I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, that's the safety car that's just entered just before Sector 1. Penalties like Austria, yeah man, it is insane. It is insane. Azar is last. Yeah, as a rule, it is unfortunate. Yeah, those are... BJ is second though. Oh, what's happened there? Okay, someone's pitting. But we'll have a look. Yeah, some people are pitting. So, G-Flash, Milligames, like half of the grid is pitting. Half of this grid is pitting, ladies and gentlemen. What on earth has happened? That was absolutely insane. But everyone will go to the we have a couple of spreads of hards, but everyone now is on that medium or hard compound tire. What caused the accident? I don't actually know. I didn't see it. I saw Aruzal spun around and Kellong DNF'd into the wall. I think maybe 4 cars tried to go into 2 and it did not work, or they all tried to go side by side around. Did not work. But if you look at that, how many of those drivers who were in the top 10 who are now at the bottom there? We've got Toto, Arthur Shack, Urban Cypher, Arthur Bozza, top 4 Tasman blokes are up there. Now and then there's a couple of influx of Asia Pacific. And then we've got T-Mac, El Cornwall, G-Flash, Milligames, Flourish Expire. And then Toto is the last driver who's sitting last, and the Stig who's sitting P14. Tasman's doing amazing, boys. Tasman is doing amazing. It's going to be a good race, and like I said, so we've got 30 laps and 5 second. Oh, Bozza 5 second time penalty for severe collision with BJ. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then the Stig also still has 10 seconds, I think. So safety car will probably be in lap 4. So not this lap, next lap. Ballistic, I feel like I may know this story, but if you could just give me a refresher, would be greatly appreciated. Would love it. If you are new to the chat, make sure you drop a follow, share the stream around to get more people involved, share it around. We want more people in Tasman. We want to see more packed grids like this. We want to have more connections. We want to know more leagues. We want to get bigger and better. We want to do it. So, safety car. That was a huge crash into turn 2. I saw the back end of just cars spinning around, and it was insane. But Arthur Shack, what a start he got. He got a great start. So did G-Flash and Urban Cypher. They all jumped BJ, and then BJ swapped positions, and then they swapped back down. G-Flash pulls hard 32 laps at Spain to beat Urban by a nose. That would be something, and instead of, I reckon we should call him Perez 2.0, if he's going to pull hard not for that long. Okay, so that's what happened. G-Flash, 32 laps on the hards and overtook Urban around the outside to win it by a nose. That would have sounded like an intense race and an intense battle. But safety car was in this lap. I didn't even realise, I didn't even see the pack form up. But Shaq gets away beautifully, puts a nice 1 second gap on Urban. Urban's closely followed behind. But we'll have a look at this middle pack, because this could be insane going back into turn 2 here. We could see a couple of spins and whatnot. Oh, that happened last race at Spain. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, just heard some tyre touching and whatnot. These boys are having a great battle back here. It's looking really good here. So because of that early safety car, a lot of these pit strategies have like just chuck them out, throw them out the window. Except for those boys who didn't pit. But this is looking intense. My system's meant to... So we'll have a look at what is going on up front. Arthur Shack leading the way, followed by Urban Cypher, followed by Arthur Boz, BJ, 1U Max, Aragon, Cram, Tom, T-Mac, G-Flash, Milligan, Flourish Expire, El Cornwall, Azarul, The Stig, SCG, Leclerc, Carmwell, Amory, Rage, Toto, Tominator, and then unfortunately Ken Long DNF'd. Just look at that gap. This is the gap, right? So he's like 2 seconds off the leader, and I just had a big glitch. It's saying that he is 1 lap down, but I know he's not because he's currently sitting P5. But we'll have a look at that gap to the leader, right? That's the gap to the leader. It's saying that he's 1 lap down, but I know he's not 1 lap down. But it's an interesting one there. Looks like the boys are in the shot. 3-second time penalty for a Flourish Expire for multiple warnings already. Oh, Flourish. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Oh, we have a turned Renault Ultra Boz. Boz had spun. And he has fallen back. He could get gobbled up and followed here. Gareth is enabled. Will they get it? No, they will not get it on the front straight. We have 20 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. 20 viewers, and we have 58 comments. That is massive. Thank you everyone for joining in and commenting and having a look at this amazing race. It's been a pretty good qualifying, and we had a hectic start to this race if you are just joining us. There was a big crash at the back involving about like 8 people. It was massive. And we are unfortunately having a telemetry glitch, which does happen in F1 2020. Hopefully in F1 2021 it does not. Glitch will go, and we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Don't know what that is. It is all clear now. So once Shaq crosses the line, the glitch should fix itself apparently. Alright, let's hope. So it is just moving around crazy. I do apologise. I don't know where everyone is currently. Shaq is just setting fastest laps after fastest laps after fastest laps. So it is looking alright. Orangutan Tom is making up some pace there. He's moving up in the world. He takes the fast lap of 1:14.5. He must have been really pushing that lap. Yeah, go Shaq. Come on, Tasman. Let's go, boys. Let's go. It is awesome. It will be awesome to see all these boys do. These top, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to really worry about these boys. We're going to have a look from P5, because from P5 to P6 to P7 to P8, P9, this is where the pack is. Oh, that's a move. As he goes into turn 5, does he get it done on the racing point? Yes, he does. That was a nice move from SD. As a rule wants to do the same thing, but he just backs off at the last moment. Will he do anything about this as they come up around turn 9? That is a horrible camera angle. He lifted off a little bit. Sounded like he had a puncture. This is absolutely amazing. There's a big bunch. All these boys right in the middle. Yeah, Boz can do it. He can do it. He will get there. He's in it for a long run. Racing the one on the last lap, not on the first lap. We saw, oh, that the Ferrari pushed back. Oh, that Ferrari lost so many places. They're going to lose. Oh, they just dropped about 6 places just then. That was unfortunate, but they're going to come back at the racing, at the Red Bull. They come down the main straight into turn 1. They go side by side. As a rule, oh, there's a bit of lag happening here and there. That is the problem when you are playing with other people who are internationals. Ferrari master plan, 100% right, Hoffer. Ferrari master plan, and there's someone in the wall that was this guy. He was in the wall, unfortunately. He does not have a front wing anymore, so he will be pitting for a new front wing, which is unfortunate, and I don't know what that Sector 3 is doing. Tasman should have raced there too, dear boys, to make this interesting. That would have been, I reckon that would have made things a lot more interesting. It would have, or maybe a battle of top 5 of tier 1, top 5 of tier 2, and Pacific Asia do the same. Still apologise, just having a quick drink break. We'll have a look at these, what are these? No. So these are the tyres. Penalties. What was the stop? The position changes. That's what I want to look at. So, our biggest winners / biggest losers. Biggest winners. Team Attack made up 8 positions, along with El Cornwall making up 6. The Stig Flourish making up 4, 3. And then Urban making up 2, Milligan's making up 4, and Bob's making up 1. That's some really good places. The biggest loser would probably have to be, obviously, Kenlog, DNFing. That was unfortunate. And then probably, as a rule, losing 6 places. They're probably the biggest losses and the biggest wins. Stops, everyone's done 1 stop apart from the Haas of Carnwell, because he hit the wall and had to do another stop. As you see him going into Sector 2 there. And this is what tyre everyone is on. Next race, big guns, exactly. Champion Racing CRL. Well, we don't appreciate that. He's doing alright, but he is the leader of Tasman. So it's, gotta do what you gotta do. So, we're looking at this battle right here between, we're right on board with it. It's actually looking like a really good battle. Yeah, stand up for him, boys. Stand up for him. We don't appreciate those type of comments, mate. This is an open, friendly league. We don't like that negativity. We don't deserve that negativity. Do have some hate in the comment. We're going to ignore that. But thanks for commenting. You're helping the league get bigger and getting bigger and better. For commenting, the more you comment, the better you expose us. The more we get out there. It's fun. We do apologise for missing a bit of the racing. There's a bit of comments and arguing going on along in the chat. And yeah, it's not the best, but you know. We're looking at this battle between Amory T-Mac and Arang Tom. So at the moment, it is the Stig, Flourish, G Flash, Milligan's, Boz, Urban, Shaq. We have 7 TRL guys in, and there's a yellow flag. Oh, who was that? Amory gets past T-Mac, and there's a yellow flag just ahead. That was a beautiful pass there that we saw. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. There are some crazy shouts going on. Just be mindful of the Twitch guideline and community rules. You don't want this post getting taken down because it is at a cracker race. That is a big lock up by Bonds into turn 15. It's looking like he's losing a little bit. But because of that safety car, these boys weren't pushing as hard for the first 3-4 laps. So Bonds is kind of in no man's land at the moment. Milligan's the same. He's got, you know, G5 behind him, who's got a 1U Max in front of him. You know, Mountain Dew, love it. Thanks for the follow, CRL. A follow's a follow. And CRL, if you're talking that big, why don't you challenge another league to a race then? Your best drivers against Dave Tasman's best drivers. You're gonna call our drivers out like that? And come forward with the challenge. Come forward with the challenge and see what really happens. But focus on this race. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, it looks like some cars spun. That is alright. It's lap 13 of 33. So he's got 20 laps remaining. And we've seen a couple of rounds of pit stops, not too many as we see. Is that the Haas? Yeah, the Haas again. Oh, the Haas is in a really dangerous place. They need to get back on track quickly because they're in a really dangerous position here. There's the Renault. Oh, that could have been really dangerous for Boz. This Renault is in a really bad position. I do not know what's going on there. Hopefully they get it out of the way. Yeah, they are all good. Have a look. So it is Earl Shack leading from Urban Cypher, BJ in P3, who is currently holding, running up for the Asia Pacific League. Thorell Bozza, Milligan's G-Flash, Flourish Expire. It is then followed by SGC Leclerc. Having yellow flags galore, unfortunately. And then the Stig Amory, and that's our top 10. So, the pit window is open for a medium lap 14 to lap 16. Boys are all pitting, so it looks like Bosnia's going to pit. He's coming out on the hard. He'll go to the end. Easily done. 17 laps on the hard. Easiest thing. Easiest thing ever as we see a Ferrari into the wall. And do they have a front wing? They do not have much of a front wing at the moment. They do not have a front wing. So, so by the looks of it, as it stands at the moment, unless there's another safety car, there's going to be a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo and a 1-2 for Tasmen Racing League. And then it's going to be a podium for BJ, and that was my original prediction. I said, I don't think it's going to be a complete clean sweep for TRL. I reckon there will be one of their Pacific drivers up there. So, Urban Cypher pits, he will come out P5, just behind G-Flash. Most likely, or no, he comes out ahead of G-Flash, just behind Milligan's. So, Urban and Milligan's gonna fight to get up to BJ, but BJ and both Forever Shack will all pit relatively soon as we see a car spun around. He's in a very dangerous location. We see Shaq come around. He's probably about to get disqualified for parked in a dangerous location. He did not. He did retire on track though. So this could be a hazard. Nah, there's going to pull off right there. Alright, so we've lost 2 drivers, which have both been the Asia Pacific. So the Asia boys only have 3 drivers to really tussle and hustle their muscle. Want to tussle and hustle their muscle to get it going. Having a look, Urban Cypher's made up into P3 again because Will Gaines is pitted. Same with Ultra Shaq, he is pitted. Where's Urban? Urban is just behind him. So BJ is going a bit long. He will probably pit lap, say this lap or next lap. There's a yellow flag, it's just crazy stuff happening. Right, so we'll see what BJ does here. Will he pit? The one thing that has not necessarily affected, there hadn't been a lot of penalties here and there. So, alright, so BJ's going to go another lap. I reckon BJ might go lap 20 and try go the soft, but his soft will possibly be dead if he goes lap 20. He can possibly put them for lap maybe 18 these mediums, but it will be a struggle. He'll soon eventually lose a lot of grip. So G Flash has not pitted, and they're Flourish, but they pitted on lap 1. They will go for quite a long. They can probably go to say lap 25. I reckon lap 24, pit lap 24, and we see another Ferrari. That is SG Leclerc off into the gravel. That's unfortunate. Comes back on track. They are P15, and they are losing their racing like no tomorrow. Aragram Tom gets fastest lap. So who's in the pits? He's in the pits. So we've had we'll have a look at our stops. The one stop is our tyre. These are our penalties: 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Tyres. This is the gap to the leader, so 5 seconds and 8 seconds. So the gap's about 2 seconds. And then yeah, 1U max is 3 laps down. Unfortunately. Things happen, races happen, and it's alright. El Cornwall has just pitted. He'll be making his way back up that grid and getting into those points very shortly. And then we'll have a look at, what else we'll have a look at? Fastest lap. Let's have a look at the, alright, so it's not here, it's this one. Fastest lap. So, Anagram Cram Tom has a 1:14.008. That is the fastest lap of the race so far. And then these are just our intervals. BJ's coming up to El Cornwall. El Cornwall is being blue flagged, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, car. I don't remember what car El Cornwall is. 20, 22, 23? 21. Car 21, blue flag for car 21. Because car what? Because car 21 is coming to lap car 21. So, that is what's happening. Arsenal, Shaq, and Urban Cypher are catching him. G-Flash is going to be there, so when he pits, so it's lap 19, We have 12 laps remaining. Not too long to go. Not 12 laps, 14 laps remaining. Bozza has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah. Great league, right? Oh no! BJ has a... BJ has a puncture! He has a puncture! You're a Merca Silverstone, mate. You got a puncture, you're gonna come around for 3 laps. El Cornwall, oh, he's gonna lose it. He's losing the left, right, and centre. But here comes Ultra Shack. He's gonna dive bomb, but he's gonna try to protect it. But Ultra Shack's much faster, mate. You're not getting past him, and there he goes. Ultra Shack takes the lead of this race. Oh, and contact between El Cornwall. Oh, and he spins. Watch out, Urban, and he's off. BJ has lost it. Can G-Flash get him? Can G-Flash get him up before he will? Oh, and there he is. El Cornwall is off into the wall. So BJ's gonna pit. He has just thrown this race away. He was looking beautifully well, and then he had to go and do that. Luke blocking BJ. He wasn't blocking BJ. He moved out of the way, and then BJ got a puncture. He was unlapping himself, mate. But Tasmen Racing League takes the 4 positions in this race. P1, P2, P3 and P4, P5, P6. Holy moly, and here come the 3 Asia Pacific boys, Amory, BJ and Otherrule. These boys are going to be absolutely brutal in these final stages of this race. So BJ went to the hards eventually. So 13 laps on those hards. That's nicely done. Righty, yeah, it was unlucky. BJ did get a puncture. He was doing quite well, but he pushed those tyres too far, and yeah, he unfortunately got a puncture. I don't know why Amory's not letting BJ pass, because BJ is obviously a lot faster, because Amory's on 17 lap old hards. But yeah, so El Cornwall comes into the pits. Amory will also pit, will he? Yeah, so now everyone should be going to the people. If you pit now, you're going to the softs. The people are doing 1-stoppers. Oh no, kind of going to the mediums for 10 laps. Radio. Yeah, Dirty Orange, it wouldn't surprise me. CRL Pocket Rocket. Champions Racing League. Yeah, that's Pocket Rocket. Yeah, Wayne English. Name and shame, guys. Haters. No need in this world for haters. No need to come into another league and just absolutely obliterate and abuse drivers for trying their best. No need for it. There's no fun, there's no room in racing for it. It's not what we're here for. We're here for fun, clean, safe driving. No need to abuse other drivers. We just ignore hate comments, because hate comments is what you use to improve. So, we're going to focus on this race. We've got 11 laps left. Do you pit for softs? I don't think so. Ultra Jack and Urban Cypher, yeah, they're on 5 lap hards. They're going to go to the end. They're going to take this race. But boys like G-Flash, Flourish, Milligains, Boz, more Flourish than G-Flash. Do you boys pit? So pit this lap or next lap. You know, 20 laps on the hard, that's pretty good. Then take those softs like 8-9 laps. Get the fastest lap, get that extra point going. yellow flag. Don't know why there's a yellow flag. And so 10 laps remaining, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and there looks like there's is that T-Mac off into the wall there? No, the Stig unfortunately was off into the wall by the looks of it. Yeah, he does not have a front wing, so this guy will get past him. Orang Cram Tom. Oh no! The Haas absolutely sends it on him, but he's a lapped car. Okay, makes sense. So Toto moved up here. Toto's gonna go for it. What can Toto do about this? This is great pack racing back here. Absolutely insane. It is going ham right now with the yellow flag in Sector 2 and Sector 3. It's unfortunate. As we see Toto, he's got the absolute slipstream. He's got the ERS and DRS. And he sends it into turn 1. That was a beautiful overtake. Around the outside and then gets the inside line. Beautiful. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for Urban Cypher. So he will may not win this race, but he will definitely be on the podium. And at the moment, the Tasmen Racing League boys have the top 6. So the front grid rows are taken up by the Tasman boys, and then the last 2 are taken up by the Asia Pacific boys. They're doing really well. They're battling out there. They're in the points. They have some drivers in the points. This is really good. So we'll have a look. Oh, a little bit of a swig there from the Stig. Thomas Nader. He was someone I was looking and I was like, oh yeah, this name, it looks like he's going to be really good, and he was looking alright, and then come qualifying time, not the best. Same with his other teammate, Leclerc, but they're alright. He's currently sitting P9. And there's a lot of gaps between these boys, so it should be all fine and dandy. Okay. So where's Oz? So Urban Cypher. Alright, so he's doing what I think. He's got the time. He's got plenty of speed in him. He's pitted for soft, and now he's going to absolutely floor it out of the pit lane, and he's going to get back up there. He's going to do it. He's going to get back up there. Welcome, Crazy Kiwi, to the chat. This has been a great race so far. If you've just joined us, or if that's the first comment, you've obviously seen this race been absolutely insane and intense. There's been, we had safety car lap 1. We've seen a couple of overtakes, a couple of dive bombs, but there's been a lot of problems in the chat. You know, I have been trying to focus my attention elsewhere. But, so at the moment, top 5 is taken by Tasman. Will it be the top 6? Urban Cypher, where's Urban Cypher? He's coming up to him. He's here, and BJ is just there. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Once again, Urban Cypher's still not going past BJ, but he's very close behind. And he'd probably be under striking range to get Milligames and Bods. Hey Crazy Kiwi, welcome to the chat, bud. Like I said before, it's been a pretty good race. The Tasman boys are taking it away, but they're not completely blown out the park. You know, there are these boys in the points. But as it stands, unless there's a big crash up front and half of the boys DNF, it looks like it's going to be a Tasman win. Urban Cypher's on the soft. He just pitted, and he's going for the fastest lap, and he'll get that extra point, and hopefully he can move back up into the podium position. He's got a couple of cars to overtake, but they are all on, you know, hards and older hard tyres. So it's been pretty good. We've seen a couple of good moves from the Stig and T-Mac down here. But G-Flash's tyres are at lap 24, same with Flourish Expire. Both of their tyres are at lap 24 laps, 25 laps. Will they pit or will they risk going into puncture territory? That is the question. Are they going to do... We saw someone try to push their mediums too far and they got a puncture. Could it the same happen? I've seen in plenty of league races at this track, when you push the tyres too far, you do get punctures. There's lap 27 of 33, only 6 laps left, and there's a whole lot of racing left here to do. As we see Urban Cypher, he is on a big charge right now. He's going to get DRS most likely. He does not have a lot of ERS though, but that's alright. He can get Bozza here. He'll get Boz, and he will get what's that car in front? The other Renault. So come to the main straight. Come on, Boz, let Urban pass. Come on. So this is the battle, and also Shaq is going to pit, and then Boz is going to go wide. So he's going to do it. Is G-Flash going to lead this race? No. He is not. Shaq's just got that done and dusted. Well done to him. So, now Urban Cypher is charging down BJ. After BJ, he's got a couple of laps, he's got a 5-lap charge left. After BJ, who else is after BJ? It is Milligames. Oh, there's a little bit of yellow flags here and there. Let me know, will Shaq win it? Will G-Flash and Flourish get punctures? Or will they be safe? Will they make it a Whoa! What the hell? With only 5 laps remaining, there's a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. What? What? This is insane. This really doesn't help the boys that have penalties, because it's going to be really tough, because BJ doesn't have any penalties, but also Shaq, he doesn't have any penalties. He has to keep it clean. No point pitting, mate. But boys like G-Flash, they're going to get a free pit stop. Flourish is going to get a free pit stop. Milligames, BJ, all of these boys. But Urban Cypher, as a rule, and I don't think as a rule has been lapped yet. But these boys are going to make hella positions here. Because, yeah, there you go. So Urban Cypher's not, he is pitting. I'm assuming he's pitting again for fresh softs. So Milligames is going to stay out. Wow, that surprises me. Let's go, Shaq. 100% right. Let's go, Shaq. BJ has moved up into the podium position, but G-Flash is on his ass. G-Flash is there. But let's have a look. What are these penalties? 3-second penalties, 9 seconds. Urban has 3 seconds. All it takes is BJ to get 6 seconds. And he's a corner. But this is what is happening. Everyone's going to be on soft. I don't know who's going to get the fastest lap here, because anyone can get it now. Anyone can get it. Ooh, and there is 4. 4 to 6. So 6 Tasman boys in the top 10, and then 4 Asia Pacific boys in the top 10. But as we can see, Tominator, he's been lapped. He's in between Shaq and Milligames. We're right on board with G-Flash here. BJ, sorry. G-Flash is behind the Stig, who's been lapped. And then there's a pretty clear. So Amory's got a clear path. So does Rage. As a rule, does not have a clear path. He has one new Max in front. The safety car will be in this lap, most likely, if these other boys can get up. Or it'll be a 2-lap dash. 2-lap dash to the finish, boys. That will be absolutely insane. A 2-lap dash. Massive effort by Flash and Flourish if they can pull this off. Yeah, it really is. Flourish and yeah, these boys, if they can do really well. Ooh, did Flash pit? J-Flash did pit, yeah. So, alright, safety car should be in this lap. These boys are bunching up. Right, so a 2-lap, so lap 31, lap 32, lap 33, a 3-lap dash to the finish, and DRS will not be active until lap 33. This is going to be insane. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be one hell of a 3-lap dash. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. What is going to happen here? What is going to happen? This is going to be intense. This is going to be insane. Look at how slowly these boys are all going. Let's get an aerial shot. We cannot. There we go. So Shaq comes around turn 15, turn 16. Safety car's in the pit lane, and he's going to floor it out of turn 16, and away he goes. He is off and running. So now it is all up to Shaq. It's all up to these boys. What can they do? What can they get done? Who can they overtake? It's going to be awesome to see. We're going to see cars moving left, right, and center as they overtake to get past people. We've had 3 DNS, 1 Tasman, 2 Asia Pacific boys, and it seems like there's a bit of collision at the back here. Who got T-Mac? Unfortunately, oh no! A lot of these boys are. Oh, this is side by side rule and SG Leclerc side by side around turn 4. That was pretty cool. Into turn 5 they go. Nice for them going. So 6 OSRL boys are in the top 10. G-Flash is on the back of BJ. What can he get done? Can he dive bomb it? Does he risk the dive bomb? What is going to happen here? Can G-Flash and Flourish get past both these boys? Because Villa Games and BJ are both on, 14, 10 lap old hard tyres. There's not too long to go. Come on, boys. Come on. We're riding on board with G-Flash as he's tailing BJ hard. Does he go for the pull? He doesn't. He has a look, but he doesn't do it. It's going to be a tight one. 10 milligains, hold on. 10 milligains, hold on. What will happen here? There seems to be a spin. OSRL Shaq gets a time penalty with multiple warnings. Oh, that's okay because he has 4 seconds. He has a good gap between him and milligains. That's not going to bother him at all. Not a virtual safety car. No, it is just a yellow flag. Oversized with another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't see anything, it's just yellow flag, yellow flag. That is crazy. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a yellow flag all over the track. And OSRL Shaq has got a 5 second gap. He's going fine. He's fine and dandy. But can G-Flash is right behind BJ now? What can he get done? What can DRS isn't able? It's his final lap. Oh, under safety car. I think lobby glitched. Yeah, it could be. There could be a lobby glitch. Because... who's that? That is... I don't know what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. It says that there's yellow flags all over the track. But there's no big crashes or anything. I think the lobby has glitched just a little bit. But we will see what happens. Milligains is behind Shaq. Ignoring yellow flag. Shaq doesn't seem to be slowing down. There's no signs, there's nothing on the boards. It's just yellow flag. 7 seconds, so BJ will most likely get P2, but Milligains will finish off the podium. And so BJ, SGC as a rule. And 4. Oh! G-Flash just absolutely sends it. And what is this? Milligains and G-Flag. Oh no! Urban Cypher moved up into the point. Oh, he had penalties. But OSRL Bozza, OSRL Shaq, and OSRL Bozza take P2. The Renault boys take P2 and P3. But, well, what the hell was that? That was absolutely insane. Now all like half of the grid is just bunched up. What the heck? That is epic. That is epic. There's a car park on the grid. But congratulations to we'll go through it. OSRL Shaq, OSRL Boz, Milligains, Urban Cypher, Other Rule, SCC. So 4 of the Asia Pacific guys got into the points. But from what it looks like, it does look like that Tasmen Racing League has taken it, because not only have they taken out the podium, they've taken out P4, they've taken out P7 and P9. So, yes, that was absolutely insane, that final lap. What the hell happened? Just final turn. I see G-Flash dive bomb Milligains and that get on the podium. Bozza gets on the podium. Bozza was a couple of places back. What the heck was that? That was insane. Yeah, Tasman absolutely smashed it out there tonight. It was a brilliant race by all those boys. Those racers who were just joining us, there was, if you do go back and rewatch the stream, there will be a little bit of silence and a little bit of awkward moments there, because there was some hate comments in the chat, and some not nice comments, so did put some people off, but it's all good. Tasman takes home the ship. It's coming home, and it came home for Tasman. So well done. There is the race director, OSRL Shaq, OSRL Bozza, Milligains, Urban Cypher, Azarul, SCG, Leclerc, J-Flash, Amory, Flourish Expire, Raids, BJ, T-Mac, Toto, Cram Tom, Terminator, The Stig, 1UMax, El Cornwall, Carnwell, and Zerlong, who DNF'd on the lap 1. But that is it. And the fastest lap did go to Aaron Tom, but he was not in the top 10. So I'm assuming it would go to the next person, which would be Shaq. So I'm assuming Shaq got the fastest lap as well. So long hasn't F1. Well, there we go. So long Asia F1. What a race. What a race. And it is 9:24. We have just been going for about 1 hour and 55 minutes. It's been a pleasure being here tonight What a race that was. That was a hectic opening laps, and then a hectic final 3 laps. That was insane. That final last 3 corners, 14, 15, and 16. Intense. There were cars everywhere. Cars crashing in left, right, and center. That was amazing. Amazing racing. And it was yeah, something for the books. Something for the books. But I've been Vented Supersoft. This has been the Tasman Saturday night racing special. Please tell me it is Saturday. Racing special, Tasman vs F1 Asia League. It's been a great pleasure to be here. Great race, great call, and we will see you, I'm assuming, for the Season 2 start, or Season 3 start of Tasmen Racing League in a couple of weeks' time, once the new game is out and everything is sorted. Updates will be out on social media when start dates and everything is happening. Join the Discord, join the Facebook page, and have a great night. I've been Vented Supersoft, and I am out.